Hello everyone, some excellent news here. Ukraine has been confirmed to have gotten vehicles over Russia's first defensive line. We saw a week or so ago videos of troops moving beyond it, but there was the possibility that was a limited crossing or just a recon patrol. Now, these videos show Ukrainian strikers moving behind the defensive line, and towards the end of this video, we can see troops dismounting from Marders. So this is pretty conclusive confirmation that the defensive line near Verbove in Zaporizhia has been breached by Ukraine, a major step in the counter-offensive. Ukraine only reached this first line a couple of weeks ago around the time of the liberation of Robotyne, and they have already crossed it to advance on Verbove now, a possible sign that Russian forces were weakened and depleted after the battle for Robotyne, which was one of the largest battles in the war in terms of manpower. Now, the geolocation is interesting. The strike is shown to be west of Verbove, the Marders further south, so this looks like it could be a two-pronged attack to try and take Verbove. It hasn't been liberated yet, far from it, but there is a heavy Ukrainian vehicle presence and heavy troop presence here, and again, those are behind the lines. So, let's check deep states. So Ukrainian vehicles are operating in the area highlighted. So Russia's major defensive line here consists of a big long anti-tank trench and then an infantry trench behind it. Deep States is showing the anti-tank trench as already liberated. Now, with the video of Marders and Strykers, Ukraine has a heavy presence beyond the second trench too. Here it is zoomed out, so this long trench system has been breached in just one area so far, but it's a gap in the trench which can now potentially be exploited. It's possible from Verbove, when liberated, that Ukraine can use this position to put pressure on the settlements to the north, Novopokrovka and Novofedorivka, or use those positions to loop southwest behind the trenches to the south of Novoprokopivka. It's interesting, but remains to be seen how well Ukraine can exploit this breach. Multiple strikers and marders were seen, so they are here in heavy numbers. Here it is zoomed out, so the southern front, and here a satellite image of the region. You can see the defensive line highlighted, which has been breached by Ukraine. Before we finish, a quick mention of the ongoing fundraiser of Andre West, who is a volunteer who's been in Ukraine since the start of the war supplying humanitarian aid. His current project is helping to fix the roads to make it easier for casualty evacuation and supply to the front lines. Very important, as after well over a year of war, many of Ukraine's roads are deteriorating, especially near the front. Any help would be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much, and take care, everybody.